Yes, so this morning, I mean, we were very lucky to have a panel of 4 experts who actually have experience going from concept ideation in gut-brain axis to R&D program management to translation and even getting products on the market. So I think what was very interesting from a regulatory perspective is the emphasis that was put on the preclinical aspects, ensuring that sufficient experimentation is done using methods that are available, and not to rush that aspect. I think that was a key message that came through. And the other aspect I think that came through was to really understand the regulatory framework in which your product is intended for. I think there is frequently people tend to leave regulatory out until it's almost at a too late stage. And so there was quite a lot of interest in understanding how the panelists made that decision about the classification of their products. Well, I think there are major differences between the food classification and the more medicinal classification. And again, it depends on the jurisdiction. It varies by jurisdiction. First of all, I guess with the food classification, it's not just food supplements. There's quite a lot of different food classifications that one needs to be aware of. And I guess the one that's probably closest to the medicinal area is the medical food area, as well as food supplements, obviously. First of all, I guess a major difference would be that in relation to drugs, the hypothesis really is built around risk-benefit, whereas in food, you have to provide a food that's safe before you place it on the market. So safety is a premium when it comes to food products. There isn't a risk. There isn't a risk-benefit assessment done as such. The other aspects that differ is in food products, you would follow food good manufacturing practice, whereas with the drug product, you'd follow a pharma manufacturing practice. And there's considerable differences in that whole chemistry, manufacturing, and control aspects that really adds quite a lot of costs to your development program. Talking in general, I guess the food route can be faster. And again, it depends. If you have a novel microbe, then there's quite a considerable dossier of evidence and authorization that would be needed before you could use that ingredient in a food. So there are a lot of aspects that have to actually be evaluated. It's not simply that food is an easier route, it's a different route. It has its own issues as well as the medicinal route has. Yeah, so I mean, the basic science can be the same. I mean, you have to show that whatever your product is, that it provides a benefit, particularly if you want to make a health claim in a food product. And actually, the European food safety authorization is extremely robust in relation to health claims. So that's true, that there's a similarity in how you would proceed with your research program. However, again, maybe the quantity of data would differ in putting a food product on the market. And again, you can put a food product on the market without a health claim, and then subsequently do research for the health claim. That's not the case with the therapeutic, obviously.